Hey everybody, Matt with Allstate Insurance. We've got Carolina and David here with us. You know, yesterday we were having a quick staff meeting. We're talking about roadside assistance, and we decided to make a quick video because as your agent, as your agency, one of our primary goals is definitely to add value to you as a customer. We work really, really hard to make sure that you're having a great experience with us here at Allstate. And roadside is one of those things where most of our customers have a great experience with roadside, and sometimes they have a bad experience with our roadside service. And so we want to offer a couple of tips. It's summer, maybe you're going to be doing some traveling, and you never know if you have to use the roadside service. Most of you probably have it on your insurance policy already, and so we want to just maybe use a couple examples so you can get the best benefit and the most value out of your roadside service. So again, what is roadside? What does that cover, guys? Just so everybody knows.
Lockout, fuel delivery, towing.
Lockout.
Pretty much whatever it takes to get you back on the road again. There was one lady who was having some issues electrically, and they came out and she said they sat with her for over an hour and let her battery charge to make sure she would be able to make it all the way home. And they're great when you lock yourself out of the car, when your kids lock yourself out of the car, when your wife locks herself out of the car.
Absolutely. Lockout's a big one.
Yeah.
If you have a spare or like a, what they call it, like a donut in your car, a lot of cars do. You might not know. I recommend that you check. For example, a lot of Chevys do. When I had my car, I didn't even know I had one, but you have like the cover in your trunk. If you just lift that and you actually go under, they'll be down there, and sometimes there's tools. Anyway, if you call the roadside, they'll actually come out and put that on for you.
Yeah, so if you know how to change your tire, great, more power to you, but if you're not quite sure, it's good to know that you have that, because when the roadside people come out, they usually don't have spare tires that always fit your car. So make sure your car has the spare tire, and if you're not quite sure how to put it on, then you can call the roadside assistance number. You can always call 1-800-ALLSTATE, but there is the roadside assistance. Do we have it memorized here?
1-800-217-6423.
6423. So there it is. You can rewind the YouTube video and get that number. Put it in maybe under your contacts under Allstate Roadside Service. That way you're ready to go. You can always Google Allstate Roadside as well at any time. But definitely some really good examples. Dead battery, fuel delivery, lockout, and towing are some of the most typical types of situations that
And they're
people
very
have.
forgiving. I had lockout 6 times in 12 days.
Okay.
I finally got one of those key holder magnets to put up under the body of my car with a key in it.
So we're talking about that. He just went to Walmart. It was like $4 or $5, and it's like a magnet, and you can put it. Where do you put it on your car?
On mine, in the back.
Like underneath the trunk, kind of a thing.
Why are you making me give this away? It's
Just-
supposed to be safe.
Yeah, some secret spot. It's a magnet. You just stick it under your car, and you just have a spare key in there. That way, if you lock your keys in the car, or you can't find your keys or whatever, you can go there rather than calling roadside service. Because here's another thing that's important. The roadside service that you have on your policy is like $8 for 6 months. It's like $1.25 a month. It's super inexpensive, but it only covers up to the first $100. Okay? So if you need a tow service or you need a roadside service, and it's a $125 bill, Allstate will take care of that first $100, but you'd have to pay the $25, anything above that $100 limit. So you really don't want to have to use roadside. If you can get a magnet and get a key, and put that under your car and avoid having to wait on the side of the road for a locksmith to come out or to have to call the roadside, then that's obviously going to be a big benefit to you guys. So that's a nice little tip. I know that's helped a lot of people. Super good tip. If you have a tendency of locking your keys in the car, highly recommend getting the magnet and putting that under the car. So I mentioned it's only a $100 limit. If you want a higher limit and more comprehensive coverage, there is what's called the Allstate Motor Club. So what you have on your auto policy is the Allstate Roadside Assistance. You have that's pretty basic. Like I said, it's like $1 a month. If you want to upgrade to the Allstate Motor Club, I think it's about $100 a year, roughly, and it has a lot of other features and benefits. You can use other people's cars, like if you're with your your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or family member, and they don't have roadside on theirs, you can use your motor club to help them out. Whereas with the roadside assistance, it only works on the car on your policy. Instead of covering up to $100, it covers up to $200. So there's a lot of different features and benefits to upgrading to the Allstate Motor Club. So if you're concerned about roadside and breaking down on the side of the road, I would definitely encourage you to give us a call, let us know, and learn more about the Allstate Motor Club and upgrading to that. Anything else?
Yeah, so there's just a couple things that I've noticed. One is that if you are familiar with the area where you break down, you can actually, if you choose to pay out of pocket, and you know, let's say you call dispatch and they give you an ETA that you don't like, you can call around, get a couple quotes, and if you pay out of pocket, that's fine. Just take a picture of your receipt. You'll still get a refund. Allstate will still give you $100. So let's say that your tow cost you $125. Allstate will pay you back $100. I did it just this weekend. I paid out of pocket instead. It was a Sunday. It was really busy. And I know that I'm gonna get a refund, and that's just, I mean, I work for Allstate and I didn't mind doing that because I know that I'm gonna get that back. Another thing too that I noticed, and again, if you're familiar with the area where you break down, you can always just, if you've been calling around and you know who's in your area, you can call dispatch and you can request who you want to pick you up. For example, I live in a small town and I know who it is that tows in that area, and so when I call dispatch, I can request that person or that company to tow me, and I know that they work with Allstate. And so that can save me some time because I know that they'll be towing me to Galt, which in turn can save me a little bit of money because they're gonna be heading out that way anyway. So that's just a little tip for you guys to know. If you're generally in the same area, it's just a thing for you to look out for. Another thing too is that you can order your roadside through your app, and I can show you how that goes if you wanna.
Let me grab it. So I'll grab the camera here.
So I just cracked my screen, so don't pay too much attention to that. It's embarrassing, but so you can go on your Allstate account. This is what it looked like, right? There's your ID cards, but you go to Roadside Assistance, and you can log in, or I'm gonna do it as a guest right now. But it just shows you your location. That's our address, and then you put yes, I'm here, and then you put what happened. So if it's a lockout, which by the way, when I used it, my ETA was 10 minutes. So it was pretty cool. They were here really quickly. So in my vehicle, and then that's it. You just put your vehicle info, and then it just gives you your estimated arrival. Super easy.
Excellent. Cool. So I'll give the camera back. So again, our goal here in the office is we want to make sure that you have a great experience with us here at Allstate. I'm a small business owner, started the agency from scratch just a few years ago. We wouldn't have a job without you guys. I don't want you to feel like you're just a part of some big Allstate insurance company. We want to make sure that you feel comfortable reaching out to us, and anything that we can do to add value to you and your experience. I know with insurance, I was just talking to the staff, it's not very exciting and very fun to talk about insurance. There's nothing too exciting about insurance, generally speaking, but we want to make sure that it's hassle-free. And there's nothing worse than being stuck on the side of the road, especially with the summer 100-degree weather coming. And if it's like on a Sunday, like you mentioned, if it's on a weekend or kind of random hours, sometimes you could be waiting a little bit of time for that tow service. So, you know, that's a great tip. Just pay the bill, send us the receipt, and we'll reimburse you if that saves you time and is a more pleasant experience for you guys. But
and it's really quick. Allstate is really good about sending you that check. You can literally just take a picture and text us a picture of the receipt. So we'll make sure we send that out. Usually the check is mailed out to you within 2 days. So it's not going to take a long time at all.
Absolutely. So I hope you have a safe travels this summer. Be safe out there on the road. If you do need to use roadside assistance, it's available. If you ever want to have like an insurance review regarding your policy just to make sure you know what you have, let us know. If you file a claim for roadside assistance, it does not affect your rates. Your rates won't go up because you filed a roadside claim. Any questions that you have, please call us, let us know. We're here to serve, and we really mean that. So Happy travels this summer. Be safe. And if you ever need to use Roadside, hopefully this video was helpful. And if you have any other questions, just reach out to us, send us an email, or give us a phone call. Thanks so much. Have a great day.